Alright, so as a lot of you know, last week I took a road trip down to St. Louis, Missouri to go to the Tarantula takeover. Met a bunch of people down there. Also came home with quite a bit of stuff. So we're just going to quickly go through some of the stuff that I got and we'll take it from there. But this is a mature male Funapel Mikel Cody's I needed. That came from Tony. He sent it to me. But originally came from Mike and Natalee from Natalee's 8-Legged Adventure. Or Natalee's 8-Legged Journey. Someone keeps posting adventure. And I keep getting stuck on it. So that's them. And then we'll get to this. This goes with this box over here. So we'll put that over there. This is the stuff that I got from the show. And what do we got in here? This is a mature male Balfouri that came from Brad Collins over at Midwest Fang Gang. This is beautiful pumpkin patch. The Hapalopus Columbia large female. I got that from my buddy Ricardo. Really excited about that. Also got this from Ricardo. Let's see if I can open it one-handed. Oh, I don't want to mess up the web too much. This beautiful A. Frankie female. I'm really excited about that. We're going to rehouse that in the pumpkin patch. Then we also got the Tapinicius velocis, the purple tree spider. Got this one from Dustin over at Simply Spiders. Then Allie and Jared from Pulp Friction. I don't know if you can see him in there. Last year my Peak Rhodatus Kilimanjaro mustard baboon escaped while doing a feeding, and I found it a couple days later inside a house spider's web, and it was eaten, all webbed up. So I got a little discouraged. I couldn't find any, and then Allie and Jared happened to have two of them. So they saved them for me at the show. And then I also got these Tapinicius velocis, or Violaceus, however you want to say it, from Ruth at Mostly Reptiles. See that one. Let's be back in that little dirt curtains back there. Well, what else did we get? I got this from my buddy Ricardo as well. Ricardo's awesome. See the little feet, Uvicularia purpurea. Trying to collect all of the purple spiders. Make sure the lid goes back on. What's in here? Oh, this is from Dustin too. This is a Poecilotheria vittata in there. Oh, jeez. That's one thing I don't like about these containers. They're hard to see. And this one was another one from Dustin. Poecilotheria striata. Then That's another one from, I'm trying to get used to where his lens is on this camera. New phone. This is the Philippines. Philippines, the orange tangerine. These are really awesome. They're one of my favorites. And then this was a gift from Dustin as well. I was really excited about this. I made the mistake of telling him I wanted to try to collect all the Afanapelmas. And before I left, he made sure I got this. So that was really awesome. You can't really... It's down there, you can't really see it. Then I picked up another Planobius muticus king baboon. There it is right there. To be honest with you, I don't remember what a lot of this stuff is because oh, and then these are some of the Psalmopoeus cambridgei that I got off of Brock Albiceps. Got 4 of them off of him. And the other one's right there. Alright, then that's all of that stuff from those guys. And let's a couple things that I picked up from down there. One of them is this camera's really hard trying to get used to. This Dolichophylla diamantinensis. Another thing from Dustin that he got from Dallas Rodriguez. And then I also got this Hapalopus Columbia large male, mature, ready to go from Hazel Ra, the one and only, the rabbit himself. So got a pair of them. And I also got, let's see how he wants to play nice. I also got this huge mature male Theraphosis sturmi from Michael McClinster, Natalee's 8-legged adventure, or journey. Man, I mixed it up again. But this came from them, so I appreciate that. And hopefully my female molts into hopefully mine molts into a female, so we can pair it. If not, we will find someone to pair it with. But this boy is like 8.5, 9 inches. Can't really tell because he's all scooped up right now, but he's a big boy. Alright, let's move on to the next. So let's get into some of the other stuff. After I left St. Louis, after I stayed with my buddy Dustin from Simply Spiders for a few days after the show and everything, I decided while I was out there, I'd make the trip down and go see Edward and Sarah Tyndall and check them out and just go hang out for the night before I decided to head back to New Jersey. So Edward made sure I did not leave empty-handed. So always appreciate that. Awesome, awesome people. Make sure you definitely subscribe to Edward Tyndall YouTube. Well, this is Brachypelma homori. Look at her. Love these guys. Now I have 2. My buddy Ricardo sent me one, and now Edward sent me home with one. And then what else do we got? Let's put the lid back on here. Then Sarah sent me home with Vicula, or no, it's not Vicula, it's Carabiner Versicolor now. You can't really see it, it's in there. For Riley, for her birthday, so that's in there. We also got this Everglades rat snake that we gotta give to Cool Critters with Cat. he also sent me home with these awesome Cuban frogs. We gotta get their enclosure set up. Look at them eyes. Look how awesome they are. So we gotta get the enclosure set up for them. What else do we have in here? He also sent me home with this OBT in here. Web's right there. It's in here somewhere. Put that in there. And then this is another Vicularia Morph Type 6. And then they sent me home with a Vicularia Morph Type 6 mature male, which I desperately needed because I have quite a few females that need to be paired. So, also got some awesome Isopods in here. You can always see that one. There's a bunch of those in there. And then we got a Marsali. I didn't have one of these. I only had the Darlini. So now I got a Marsali. Really excited about that. He sent me home with some more water bowls. Always like those. And then he sent me home with some Samanis. Sent me home with a bunch of Brachypelma vegans. Another vegans. The Samani is really digging down there. What was in here? Some more Isopods. Those ones are pretty sweet. And these are awesome. Look at these. These giant hissing cockroaches. Got to set something up for them. Got a male. And a female. I gotta pull them out to see which one's which. But they'll be together, and hopefully I can figure that out. And then he sent me home with two of these. It's really hard to see inside there. Let me see if I can open this. If they don't go anywhere. So you can only see the feet right there. There you go. They're the K Brunipes or Brunipes. Sent me home with two of them. I didn't have any of those, so they were awesome. Ready to be fed. Another K Brunipes. Brachypelma vegans. More vegans. Some more Samanis. More vegans. And this. Some more Isopods. They definitely hooked it up. It was really awesome being down there and hanging out with them. And down there, treated me like family. You know, everyone that I dealt with was really awesome. Definitely gotta rehouse this girl. She's like in the small little container. She needs to get out. But that's all the stuff that I picked up while I was out at the Tarantula Takeover. It was awesome. Met a lot of people. Petko from the Dark Den, stand-up guy. He sat there in line with so much patience and dealt with everybody in the chaos and taking selfies with everybody, you know. Just real stand-up guy. So definitely awesome to see him be that type of person. But this is all the stuff that we got from the Tarantula Takeover out in St. Louis and my trip down to Alabama to see Edward and Sarah. I will be rehousing this stuff and feeding, and you guys can follow and keep track of all the stuff and how that goes. Man, there's so many tarantulas on this table. I gotta get them all in different containers and get them in the tarantula room. Yeah, in time. The slings are all good. I need a sling rack just to keep slings and stuff in. But, alright guys, until next time, see ya.
Shirts. Wait, is this the Jeepers Creepers shirt?
I don't know. Is it? Turn it around.
It is! Thank you.